Well, apparently we're gonna be streaming right now, so it's kind of late, isn't it? It's almost 10.
It's about 9:53.
So the thing. So where were we?
Getting the family out of the way.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh yeah. Important notice. Stay tuned. We're gonna start pretty soon, so it's gonna be a really, 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 really fun stream this time around. Brandon, you want to kind of give a little taste of what we're gonna be talking about, without saying names or anything.
Well, say you had a fever, and we'll give you the medicine you desire.
Oh, you had to just go with that, haven't you? Haven't you? All right, so actually, guys, if you look at the name of the stream, it actually says something quite interesting. Brandon, read the stream's name.
It says hackers identified, director exposed. We have fun with quotes on the M&B Show.
That's right. So the deal is this, guys. We have about 11 to 12 pages of quotes, snapshots, pictures of pretty much whatever happened during the span between the 30th of March and about 2nd or 3rd of April. All of the information was gathered by anonymous sources and just dropped onto us.
Yeah, mate.
We originally just wanted to have interviews with the Machinima Union staff to find out how they felt when their website got
Unfortunately assaulted.
assaulted on multiple occasions, by the way. And as we kind of gathered all the information from different sources, all dropped anonymously. Surprisingly, we had a guy seriously just pop up for a second, drop the thing, and say, "Don't speak to me ever again," and left. Literally, we just downloaded the file. We see screenshots, we see quotes, people's names, and like 11 pages or so worth.
I'm not gonna lie, I do not like random contact requests.
Yeah, he was going nuts. Obviously, we had some input from Machinima Union staff on the timeline of how the events occurred from the side that they knew. But as we gathered 11 pages of the evidence, we came up with a timeline from the beginning to the end of how it actually began, what was the cause, who was involved, and how it actually happened, all the way until the last bit when Machinima Union was revived by Zerasek. And our job, and by the way, Brandon compiled most of it, and I'm yet to see the finished product in its glory, which brings me to this point. Brandon and I kind of discussed, would it be wise to release it right now? With the names and point fingers, we are probably 95% sure that what we got is legitimate information, and that the way we compiled it is the correct way. We have timestamps and date stamps, and also we interviewed people who we thought would be responsible for this, and truth be told, nobody actually told us anything. So we actually had to just trust the facts. And I think Brandon wrote like a 4-page summary of what happened. Something along those lines. When we discussed it, we decided that if we release it right now, we will be screwing up at least 4 individuals who are involved in this ordeal. Not to mention 5 or 6 more individuals who would be just... There's no way they could not know that this is happening. And when we talked about it, we decided not to release it yet. Because as much as it is our job to report on these things, because we were involved in terms of finding information, I don't think Brendan or I really want to be responsible for somebody losing all their hard work because they did this huge mistake. Brendan, your opinion?
I totally agree. We got to make sure that everybody else is safe for the moment.
So the thing is that while those people in some way deserve it, I'm pretty sure the Machinima Union people really would like to see those people exposed. And I'm pretty sure that people who don't want to be exposed don't want to be exposed. We're playing the neutral party at this point. However, when me and Brennan discussed it even further, we decided that if there will be more attacks on Machinima Union in any way or form from anyone, we will probably release the content. And we're pretty much going to ruin somebody's reputation because they just couldn't hold their hands to themselves.
Aww.
Unfortunately. In this stream, we're not going to be taking questions at all, because we actually have our own little thing that we really wanted to talk about. And right now on the stream, you actually see... Well, my stream is not working.
Well, it just says important notice. Stay tuned for the thing for me.
Oh. Well, I don't know. My stream doesn't work in one spot, but whatever. It's not the point. Anyway, the thing is that Brandon, can you hold on? No, the stream is streaming. Is it live for you?
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I can hear us.
Oh, okay. Then it's just me. I'm just being screwy. Okay. Anyway. To continue on, but this is not the only topic we're going to talk about. So, unfortunately, you guys will not be hearing names yet. Instead, you can kind of just for a second, just to enjoy yourself, you can watch some Spartan Ops or whatever you call it, Operation Capture Chance from the new game that we watched? I played, Spartan Assault. There you go, it's Spartan Assault. So I guess you can a little bit enjoy the gameplay of that. We're going to soothe you into the big topic. The next topic will be us, how we got affected by the information we found, even though we did not want to actually be involved into this little shindig.
It was very odd how we got involved too.
It's like we didn't even try to get involved within the debate that was going on at the time, but we got dragged into it just because people couldn't just let things go.
Pretty hardcore.
Yeah, we got quotes, we got fun stuff, we got our opinion on it, we got some evidence to support and to deny or neglect, whatever you want to call it, the information that was talked about us. Pretty much somebody started to, how do you want to put it, Brandon? It's not smear, find a better word than smear.
A better word than smearing. Somebody thought it wise to branch off of their primary directive and attempt to add a blemish to somebody else's reputation.
For no reason at all, except to sound more, how should I say it, legitimate in a way. But yeah, this is Spartan Ops you guys are watching right now, so you kind of can a little bit enjoy it. I'm going to turn it off eventually because, I don't know, it's kind of cool, but that's not the point of the stream, man. I'm turning it off. It was just a tease for you guys. So to get back to the topic of the evidence that we gathered, I would like to show you guys two quotes that involve Machinima Union's downfall. One of them is sort of a deal that is made in order to commence the hack or after the hack. And the other one is pretty much the general attitude of a person who is involved in this entire ordeal. So now you guys on your screen, you see actual two quotes. Brandon, would you like to read the big one? The one that actually has singular quote?
The big singular quote.
Indeed.
The one on the right or the left?
One on the left. Or on the right, on the right.
Okay. The one on the right is from a big black box saying, "Box is done." This message starts off with,
What
is that?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, continue.
Okay, strange. This message starts off with, "Hey, so just sending this to warn you. You've treated us like complete shit, refused to apologize to us, and your saving grace is to just not get back to me on Skype when I basically gave a way out? And don't say you were AFK. I know you weren't. You called fucking..." Well, it's just like I said. I'm not letting you get off without some much-deserved consequences. I'm gonna give you one last chance to apologize to all of us, and if you don't, the cycle of the black box will begin. This begins with me assembling my dislike army upon your videos. The next phase? You'll just have to find out. I know you might consider making a video about this knowing you, but that may not be a good idea. You see, the only way for you to show this message and get people to flame my channel would be to also show how much of a hypocritical cunt you've been. And then people would not only not flame my channel, but your own. You may lose some traffic on Union. That, and I'm not in the wrong whatsoever. Anyway, take my offer or leave it. Your call, bud. Signed.
Sent to. So that's how we got the files, all blacked out. We don't know who's who, but we know that it's about Machinima Union because it stays right there. What we're actually thinking that this was sent probably to some higher ups.
Probably.
And the dislike army really thinks, I really think it's to somebody who actually have enough subscribers to do this. Who it is, I have no idea. I wish I
There are
did.
people who have that many subscribers to actually do a dislike army.
But I don't know why would anybody do this? So whatever this is, this was part, obviously, of our investigation, and that's what we included into our final report. And on your left, Brendan, we actually see a deal being made between two individuals. Once again, we have no idea who they are. That's how we got the files all blocked out. Apparently after the hack of Machinima Union, and you can see the date. Is it before or after? Or is it both? It's both. It's before and after. 30th and 31st. Since Machinima Union was hacked between the 30th and 31st. And the morning of 31st, as we found out in the interviews. What, it's 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
So Brendan, go ahead for it. Go for it.
Okay, then. Apparently, there was a deal between two people, blah and blah. Just for the sake of it, we'll start out with blah, because he's a big black block. He first starts off with the words, "Now for my end of the deal. You're now my clan's new media source. Add a guy named Blocks. If he needs a video with updates and shit for the clan, be on the spot to make it."
Blah.
And this block seems to have quoted another block, and this other block that is being quoted said, "Either way, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, besides, ME isn't that popular anyways." Whoever it is that's saying Machinima Evolved isn't that popular must be somebody who hates the site or just doesn't care about the community on that site at all anyway. We'll have to look later.
Getting interviews with people who sent us these would be probably
Impossible.
gold of the gold. No, gold of the gold. Cream of the crop.
It would be, but shifty details. We go on to see from the same block, I think it is, but this block says, "I mean, besides Machinima Evolved," which is what we're assuming ME stands for, "isn't that popular anyways." And then he goes on to say, "There was no deal."
There you go.
It seems that blah makes the original blah angry with this. And so blah goes, "Oh, really?"
So pretty much this is just the taste of what we have. And we have 14 pages of stuff like this. 14 pages. Or did they say 11 or 14? I think it was 14. Whatever. We have like over 10 pages of this.
Yeah, so whatever happened, it just means that blah made a deal with blah
to get blah out of the blah.
Indeed.
So when we see those two together, do we see the same individual? Maybe. But we got these from two different sources, from two different anonymous sources. So I don't know which one's right or which one's wrong. This one's dated 3:30 and this one's both 3:30 and 3:31. So probably, well, obviously we know now because we have it all in a big ass spreadsheet or a timeline, but that's a taste for you guys. Will not be released until yeah, unless I don't know what I said, unless there'll be some more commotion going on. So we hold the cards, but we're not using them.
Aww.
Why are we doing that? To be honest, I think any respectable reporter would just print it in the magazine, print it in the newspaper. We're holding off.
Indeed.
So anyways, if that was it for the hackers identified. The next thing is directors exposed. Now, this came actually when we were talking to the staff of Machinima Union, all of them. There's like 7 or 8 of them. And at some point, one of them actually contacted us and sent us a very curious conversation. We have it all broken up, and the names of the person who sent us the stuff is blacked out. Obviously, we do not want them to get hit for this. But yeah, they agreed to have their names shown, but we decided to block it out anyway. And I actually got a message on Thingy. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I know what's wrong with them. Never mind. I'll see it. Yeah. Yeah. How did you know? Shut up. Yeah. We pretty much send out links to people that we trust. Actually, people that we like.
I see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what happened is that a certain director. Everybody knows this director. Pretty much, he had an agenda against us, Brendan. Yeah. Always, for no reason. We have never done anything to this guy, ever.
Well, I'm sure we've done something.
I don't know what it is. But anyway, starting with this is what we have. Now, everyone knows who Stefan is. Brandon, who's Stefan?
I think people know him as digital virus?
Now, this was sent around the same time when I have posted on our channel that we're going to be interviewing this Machinima Union staff. And right away, when this message got live, we received this from the individual who we were about to interview, who couldn't make it actually to the interview. So, I'm just very... can you read this to me, Brandon?
Read this. This states, dude, heed my warning. Do not work with trigrams.
Just between you and me.
They will screw you over. Knowing Mike anyways.
That's me.
Heed my warning. Again.
Obviously, what can we do to screw him over, Brandon? Just we know what we can do always. We can actually bend him over and screw him.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's a little...
That's a little graphic.
Rated R, huh?
What is the purpose of this quote? You viewers, please decide, because we can't. We don't know what the purpose of this is. To me, this looks like just a smearing campaign not to give us interviews. But why? Why wouldn't Stefan Virus would not want us to take interview from this individual?
And why would he say, head my warning?
I just noticed that. I didn't notice it before. It's not heed, it's head my warning.
Twice.
There's a funny story. It's like when I type on Skype, I really don't care about grammar. And
No, don't I know?
when I had conversations with Stefan, oh yeah, you do know, I mistyped a lot. So what would happen is he would correct me as a grammar Nazi. So I guess karma. Yeah. So pretty much that's just one thing. We obviously have the entire conversation here in store, and we're going to share with you every single bit of it, as well as some evidence to either support what he's saying or not to support what he's saying. So let's move on to the next scene. Now, in this scene is a pretty big quote. There's two quotes. First one is from the Skype call that we received from the anonymous source. And the second one is actually, we're actually going to say it. When we wanted to find out more about Machinima Union, Machinima Evolved relationships.
Uh-huh.
Relationships. We actually wanted to be there during the negotiations that would do about the merge. Everybody knows about Machinima Union, Machinima Evolved planning to merge for some time, but Machinima Union didn't want to do that. And the quote you see on the bottom is the one from the actual voice conversation that they had, and Brandon had to transcribe. But the reason why we got the actual vocal, we actually asked Machinima Union staff to give us so we can actually review it for the news story, because why not? And we found a bunch of things in our for 3 minutes. For about 3 minutes, what Virus did was talk nonstop about us, and that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So Brandon, please read the quote, and then we're gonna use the graph on the side to kind of disprove his point.
Okay. What Virus said, now remember this is a direct quote from a transcription of an audio file, meaning I didn't fudge anything up around here. And if you guys want to know, there's probably an audio file available somewhere. But what the quote says is, they, referring to Trigrams Productions, us, lost a huge chunk of our fan base and nobody watches our content. And this is what Virus was apparently explaining to Zarasek. And he told him, and he's... this is a very faithful transcription, meaning every time Virus has this habit of, talking in a certain way, I wrote it down. So, whatever. Virus then accuses us of uploading other people's content now, so people will watch that content because we're not getting any traffic of our own on our channel.
And the graph on the right kind of proves the last, how many days? From 311 to 417, is it? So last month? Pretty much, this is the graph of our views for the last month and the videos that are being viewed. Our subscriber rate is like almost 4.4 thousand. So generally, the rule of YouTube, if you're just a normal channel and you have faithful following, you get 1/3 of your subscribers in the first 2 weeks. 1/3 of your subscribers, or 1/3 of your subscribers will actually view your content. Now, what we have here is we have almost full frontal assault of subscribers watching our content as we release it, especially the Monster Hunter series. This is our content now. because we are all one conglomerate. Anyway, more on that next time. But Monster Hunter ranges between 4,000 and 3,000 views. Scaling Claw ranges between 9,000 and 3,000 views. And Elites of War still gets the little share of views because it's our head series. And in the last 30 days, we made 46,000 views. So I don't know what virus speaks here of, but there is traffic.
As Space Dandy would say, he pulled it out of his butt.
Exactly. So my question to, again, you guys, what is the point of saying this when he has absolutely no proof? Brandon, tell me.
Say it one more time for the fans.
One more time. Say it.
You. No, ask again.
Oh, what is the point of him saying this?
The only point he could have of saying that nobody watches our stuff is if he is trying to convince somebody else that we are not worth their time.
We still got the interviews. So, win-win for me, win-win for you, win-win for
well, win-win for everyone involved that wanted information on this big event that happened.
Yeah, and generally we have 1.2, 1.3 views a day. K, 1.2.3K views a day. That's what we have, 46. Between 39 and 45, this is our average range for the last quarter. For the last 4 months, that's what we get every month. So people like the content. So people watch it. We get traffic. Win-win. All right, next one. This is the cool one. He links actually a video. We're gonna talk about that a bit later. But could you read the quote on your left, Brendan?
On the left
this is pretty much describing us in a way.
Yeah. I don't mind the first half, but then the other half was a little insulting to both me and Mikey. But I'll just read it. In this quote, Digital Virus says that Brandon, that's me, is he's a nice guy. The way he had said it in the audio file was questioning, so I mean, I guess he, wasn't sure. He'll probably change his mind, but but he's easily manipulated, meaning
Brandon,
that
puppeteer.
I can't hold it in. I'm so no. Well, he says that I'm easily manipulated and that Mike is an extremely manipulative person. Obviously, this means puppet and puppet master, and I'm held against my will. Rah, rah, rah.
Now continue reading.
I'm not going to deny that I'm a nice guy and all, but I'm not easily manipulated. I think we went over that already.
Yeah.
But Virus, this is essentially a continuation of earlier. This is where Virus tells Zarasek, do not interview with trigrams, that's us. And he's warning Zarasek that we're going to screw Zarasek over. And then, yeah.
My question is, if we did the interviews and we did, how do we screw them over? What did we gain from them that they lost?
Apparently, the only thing we're gaining is views. And they're thinking that our big ambitions are to get views on YouTube.
Yeah. Now, let's switch to the right one. Pretty much in here, Virus links a video in which a third party talks about us. Now, that third party will not be named, but, well, yeah.
It's kind of in the quote.
It's kind of in the quote. Yeah, it's pretty much Landa's video when he was pretty much, I don't know, very angry with us because of something I typed on the channel and actually never did. But whatever, that's not the point. So if you actually read through this, at the time, person who was talking to Stephen was not a good odds with Lambda. And obviously he did not watch the video, but the way Stephen talks to him is what really gets me. How about you read it in his voice?
Well, let's
Again, had my warning, just so you know.
Oh, goodness. In this one, Stefano quotes a link, or, pastes a link down and says, here you go. Head my warning. Now, this link leads to a video by Lambda called Enough is Enough. You guys have probably read it or, seen it. There was a lot of stuff to read in the video. Anyway, Stefano uses this link as a means of presenting evidence that we trigrams should not be how do you say it? We should not
Participate.
be trusted.
Oh, trusted. Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Apparently, somehow there's trust involved over the internet. Okay.
By the way, a little bit of a meta example. In this, in the quote to the left, where there is the audio transcript,
Once again, just as a reminder, the quote on the left, the one that is not in the Skype call, is actually a quote from a audio file we received from Machinima Union staff during their negotiations about merging of Machinima Union and Machinima Evolved. This should not have even existed in the conversation, but it made it there anyway.
Yes, very oddly, in a very inappropriate moment.
Yeah.
But during said audio call, Stefano did mention that, the merge between Union and Evolved was supposed to be a part where everybody would put aside their differences and stop their arguing.
Yet,
And
on the quote on the right, and the last quote, and the quote before that, we see a completely opposite attitude that he's presenting here.
now some may argue, oh, that quote might possibly be before the change of heart virus could have gone through.
Unfortunately, Virus is very consistent with this type of stuff. So
Yeah.
we know Virus for a very long time, and we know how he behaves. And believe us, we're not surprised by any of this. But the reason why we want to bring it up is because I want Machinima Union staff to know that we don't really take kindly to this sort of behavior. And considering we got these anonymously, we got them from social media sites. I mean, all of them were posted online. We got links. We didn't really actually physically take the screenshots.
Indeed. We would have to be in, said,
Whatever, yeah.
conversations.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one. I think it's 6. All right, we went through 3. There you go, 6. There you go.
Okay.
This is pretty much.
No 4 or 5?
Oh wait, no, there's no 4. 4 is this.
Oh, goodness.
5,
Okay.
6, 7. No, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
So once again, he continues with this talk to the person who we got the thing from, and pretty much, Brandon, continue reading.
Stefano says they are exploiting you. Block person says, how so? They haven't done anything. And I asked if they could interview us about what has been happening with MU lately. Wouldn't call that exploiting. Here's where Stefano decides to break it down.
Without any knowledge of our traffic, our subscribers, what we get a month, so forth and so on.
Well, we're not going to ask Stefano to be considerate and kind to other people, will we?
Yeah.
But, okay, let's break it down. We have a channel here that lost a chunk of their fan base.
Stop. No, we have not.
Yeah.
We have not lost more than 8 subscribers in one day for over half a year.
Indeed.
We never lost more than 8 subscribers ever. And we're going to get to that 8 subscriber mark. It's actually right there. You can see where it is. The 8 subscriber was when we did our fun stuff, which we're going to talk about later. And
If at all.
Continue, Brandon.
Now, this is where Stefano decides to say that we are the TMZ of the community. If you guys don't know what TMZ is, Stefano actually described it as a show where idiots and bottom feeders on the internet try to report cases that aren't really very important.
Or not true. We're going to get to that quote as well. What I actually want to focus in here is that we do M&B Show for the past 2 years. M&B Show was always centered around Machinima and what's happening in the quote-unquote community. M&B Show is not a popular show by the standards of Machinima. Our M&B Show total probably got like 10,000 views for every single episode we got. However, we do have consistent 200 or so views per episode of M&B Show. So apparently, there are people who are watching this. Right now, we have sort of 7 people watching it. Beforehand, we usually have between 2 to 8 people watching M&B Show when we're doing it live, and then we get our 200 views. This is what we expect from M&B Show when we do it. And that's why we do it, because we can do it. We have live streaming capabilities, and we like talking about things like this, talking about news that we talked about before. This is the first time we're actually mentioning somebody by name in a bad light, the way that they present themselves.
And even then, we are not cussing them out.
Yeah,
we're not purposely downplaying them. We're just we're just presenting this info
the way we got it. We didn't ask for it. We got it.
Exactly.
And you see, I really hate doing this, but if Virus is going to say he wants to leave a legacy in his latest video, this is what he leaves for you guys. This is what Virus looks like. This is it right here. What we're showing you. This is who the person is. Not the person you see in the video who's trying to suck up to you. That's what we believe Virus truly is like. You judge. We just give you information, guys. Once again, we got it anonymously, so we did not get it.
Yeah, it is a little sad. He keeps on saying that he's going to be leaving in June, which,
this
whether
is
he
his
does or
fourth
not.
time he's leaving. Fourth time. Or third or fourth time.
Apparently it's the third. I don't even know anymore.
I think it's the fourth.
He is saying he wants to leave behind a good thing. And I could send you guys the entire, I could send you guys the audio files we were anonymously given, from random members of Machinima Union. But the entire time, he's trying to glorify his own vision of a merge between Union and Evolved. And he's saying he wants to leave behind a good Union. He doesn't want to leave behind anything bad. And yet, this is what he's leaving us to remember.
Him by. So, yeah. What?
Yuck.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to continue?
No.
No. Well, there's a why do not have me do it bit.
Yeah. You could do that one.
Oh.
I've still got to be a little silent.
Be silent. Pretty much in this quote he says, "Why do not have me do it or arbiter do it?" What is the difference between who does it? It's still an interview. It's still impartial interview, and that's what it was. What's the difference? Who makes it? What can we put into it that you? What are we gonna do with it? Are we gonna say, "Do you think Virus did it?" Huh? You know what? I think Virus did it. Yeah, definitely. I think that's what he was afraid of. That the way we're going to structure the questions is going to be pointing at some individual, either him or Lambda. Even though Lambda recently lost a lot of his data. And the first thing I did when I went to his channel, to his video, I told him how to get it back.
Well,
even though we have bad blood.
Well, you tried to.
No, he got it. He gets it. He knows. He gets it. Anyway, let's continue. Pretty much, here you see our subscriber. Most of the time we gain them. Sometimes we lose one or two, but it's not a big deal. We always lose one or two subscribers here and there. That's just YouTube deleting unused subscribers. That's how it does it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shedding skin.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. I think there's a few more. Yeah, this is later. This is for later. Anyway, in here we actually see him sort of finishing it off and continuing his little how should I say this? Ask these people and they will support me. Anyway, so in here he says what? I ask you this. Go ask these other directors about us. Evan Royalty, Little Timmy Films, The Spearhead, Mike WB. Recently we talked to the Spearhead guy. We had a little comment about what was it? Yeah, we had a little conversation going on his video. Nice guy, no problems there. Mike WB, we don't really talk to him much, but he voiced for us at one time. We have him in our box. Little Timmy Films, we absolutely have no idea. We don't talk to him. I think Little Timmy is what's his name? John.
Let's just stick with Little Timmy.
I think his name is John. Anyway, Evan Royalty, that guy we don't even know. So he doesn't know anything about us. We don't know anything about him. These people right here are not important. In terms of asking, what are they going to say? Oh, yeah. Because at the time, these people were with Virus. Right now, they're not so much. I know Mike WB, Timmy, and Royalty sort of shifted away from Virus. From what we heard, they're not really friends anymore. And at the time, Virus was just talking blam about everybody who he didn't like. So, of course, he's going to name these people because they heard him and they probably nodded. Yeah, man, yeah. And now it's sort of not there anymore.
Ugh, indeed.
Let's go to the next one. Great. You have to read this, man.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, this is a rather fun one.
Read it one at a time. Yes, go ahead.
A lot of you people probably remember the Reach Out initiative that we did a while back to give back to the community that was giving to us. Later on, we'll talk about that, but what's important right now is what Digital Virus says.
This is in regards to, yeah. Let me just do a little overview of what it was. Pretty much, we asked directors to make movies, and we would give them something for it. And the idea was to gather people who actually wanted to be involved in this. So we got 10 applicants. Two of them we threw out right away because they were over what we wanted. They had too much subscribers, and 8 of them applied, and only 2 of them actually made to the final round where actually presented in Machinima. And both of those people received something from us. In this quote, which Brendan's going to read, we're actually going to disprove that.
In this quote, Digital Virus says they've screwed Lambda, referring to us.
Again, we never actually did anything to him. The history between us and Lambda is that when he was a young tyke, Digital Virus and his friends made a video channel called Machinima Box Office, where they reviewed Machinima. Lambda was a fan of that place. Let me explain something about Machinima Box Office. It was a spin-off of a very popular website called Damon Productions or Damon Films. Pretty much, it was the elitist guys. Pretty much what Machinima evolved, kind of going towards right now. So what happened is, in that format, in Machinima Box Office, they reviewed machinimas of their friends highly, but machinima of people who they didn't like or didn't know poorly. And both Virus and his co-host pretty much reviewed even Rise of Spartans with a 2 out of 10, which caused a huge uproar and actually wind up removing their channels for it. Lambda was actually a fan of that, and he reviewed his own machinimas as well. He took 2 machinimas, were of very young directors, probably 11, 12 years old, maybe 14, and he just shat on them with cursing. And the reason why Lambda doesn't like us, because I actually stepped in for those 2 guys and actually typed in a cute quote that everybody knows by now. You're an insect who's stepping on a smaller insect. What an amusing thing. And ever since then, pretty much we had bad blood. And then he kind of joined in with Virus and whatnot some more, and pretty much Lambda turned out to be Virus 2.0 to a degree. and we actually never did anything against this guy ever.
What, mad lamb disease?
Okay, continue reading.
To continue, apparently we've screwed Lambda, we've screwed Radical Industries, RAD, and like I said, this is a faithful transcription of what Digital Virus actually said, meaning what you see here, the weird ums and the strange speech, this is the way he talks. This is where he says they've screwed Rad. I'm pretty sure they screwed somebody else, which means this is where Virus is grasping at straws, trying to make us look bad, and I don't know, probably succeeding to whoever he's talking to.
Well, pretty much he's saying that Rad lied to him about receiving a present from us for doing a machinima. We're going to cover that a bit later, but continue reading.
And then he moves on to say that we have screwed Rad out of prizes for our contest, which we haven't had any contests.
Yeah, it wasn't. We had a contest for subscribers, and one person just didn't pick up his prize, and we contacted him a few times. He just didn't pick it up. Other person did. Our Reach Out initiative wasn't in a contest. Both people who participated got something. And right now, down below, you see a receipt from Jose Vargas from Corrupted Creations. He actually asked for an AT2020 microphone. Here's the price. That's how much we got it for, and send it on our money to him. Brandon, just read it out, just so people can hear it.
This is the Audio Technica AT2020 USB condenser USB microphone. It cost a total of $109.05 and was sent to one Jose Vargas on October 25th, 2013.
And he received it on the 20th. Well, it was ordered on 18th and received on 25th.
Yes.
So he was one of the participants. You can look it up. The film is still up. Granted, it's muted in one spot because of the copyrighted material, but here it is. He got his prize. You can ask him. So right away, right here, we see Virus lying. Like, plain out lying. Now, imagine what else he lies about.
After screwing other people out of prizes, because we apparently screw a lot of people. We're very promiscuous directors.
And here is actually a PayPal receipt for Rad. I actually contacted Rad right now on Skype to find out what's going on. Why would I say something like that? I'm waiting for a response. I don't know whether he's going to respond or not. He's kind of close to him right now, but I'm pretty sure after he sees this, he's going to probably have a change of heart about his boss. But here it is. Here's a transaction detail of PayPal that we gave to Rad. Rad lives in Australia. We could not send him anything, so instead we just gave him some money. Brandon, please read the readout.
Welcome to PayPal. The original transaction here was a payment for Radisson Watson? Yes. Radisson for $55. However, that converted, well, we're just hoping it went over well. The total fees we had to pay were $55.55. 55% fee to pay someone? Do you have to pay someone?
Yeah, because you're transferring money between the actual continents.
Strange. But the payment was received by Radisson on October 18th, 2013.
Which is the same time I actually bought the microphone for Jose Vargas from Corrupted Creations.
Yeah. If you guys could, just go ahead and read the note. The note says, subject, reach out initiative. On the note, it says that since we could not send you the microphone, we will send you some money so you may purchase it yourself. We hope you will spend this for your machinima needs, or at least have a good time with your family.
That was what I wrote for him when I actually gave him the money.
You see, does that look like we're screwing somebody out of their prize?
Very, very curious if you ask me. So, what's the deal here, Brendan?
It just seems that he is grasping for straws to hurt us, and unless everybody in the comments can say something, I don't think we've done anything for the past, months? We started this year fresh, and we haven't done anything.
Not like we did anything last year anyway. Well, we're gonna get to that.
And remember, we're 4 months in.
Yeah, here is pretty much a readout of something more. This is a continuation of a previous conversation. This is from the audio, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Please read this, Brandon.
Please read this. And I'm explaining. All right, so this is also from Digital Virus. If any of you guys actually want the full document with the transcription of what we have, just ask for it. We'll work something out. But in this quote, Virus says that we upload other people's content now, so people will watch that content because we, as a channel, are not getting any traffic of our own.
So, here is the deal. The only persons whose machine we uploaded was from the Reach Out initiative, which we already covered. The guys got compensated for their work. And also, our partner, our third equal partner. Brandon, who is it?
Our third equal partner. That would be our good buddy Valak being our partner.
We work together. So when I approached him with this idea, he said, let's go do it. And we did it. When we looked at his original series, it was underviewed. It was underviewed, and it was done in a horrible, actually 2009 style, with a very old graphics card recording. So we just brushed it up a little bit, put a little paint over here, and just slapped it on our channel with a bit improvements. It's our channel. O3 was own it. This is how we work. Other people's content now. It's not other people's content if it's ours. How else am I going to explain this, Brennan? Can you explain it better than me?
Not really. It's pretty simple. Valak is our buddy now. He's joined the channel, and he has said that it's okay to upload this good series up. And
as a matter of fact, not only did he ask for it, he was very excited when it actually went live.
Yeah. Which just sort of, not only is Digital Virus insulting us as being people who would prosper from somebody else's work, but he's also saying that we're plagiarizing and,
Again, without any proof or shred of evidence.
Yes. I can only say that it's just another effort to treat us badly for no reason.
So Machinima Union guys would not have contact with us for whatever reason he wants it. Anyway, he thinks that we will influence them. As a matter of fact, all we wanted from them is for them to release more content so we can report on it in our M&B show. Because in a way, Machinima Union kind of became a place where we go to check on the quote-unquote community. Which, since that's the only place that actually allows public access, something that Machinima Evolve doesn't exactly do. Because I can't go on Machinima Evolve and just check it around. It's not publicly available, it's specifically available. It's a secluded place. That being said, what do you see in front of you guys is actually a readout from Social Blades. It's a very good website for you to check your YouTube stats if you want to go for it. Pretty much here's a readout of our traffic that we get on our channel. As you can see, we're doing well on the views, not so well on the subscribers. But, you know, all in due time. You also see something red here. This is because we removed few videos because we found them, I think it was gameplay. We reviewed a few gameplay that had some music on it that we did not like, so we removed it. And 209, YouTube just messed up on that day. We got so much more views. That's why we got 5,000 and 3,000.
Maybe actually, it was a lag?
No, it's not lag, because you see the other 2 days we got our views back for the lost days. That's how it works.
And so they just spammed it on the latest videos we put out.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else.
Incidentally, it was just the demo reels that were put out recently, so they're just like, oh, let's give them up to 2,000 views. Okay.
No, I think we deserve that. I mean, whatever. So, pretty much, there's probably a lot that we missed, or something that we don't want to show because that would really, really, really cripple him in a very hearty way. Now, that's where we talk about us. How we take it. I don't know, Brendan, you want to
go? What's my opinion and how am I taking these news that somebody who I haven't talked to in ages is still talking badly about us as a whole? Mm-hmm. I'm still kind of disappointed. Virus is preaching up and down the corridors saying that he wants to reform the community and bring everyone together, and yet he's still doing the same thing, and that's using other people as examples to very rudely use us as like a paradigm for what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, and we don't do anything bad. Actually, Brendan, there's one quote that we missed to put. I would like to find it right now. Is the one where he says that we are not first-gen active directors. Please find the quote if you can.
That is not a quote. You see, while I was taking notes on the
find it in the transcript, please. And while Brendan looks for it so we can actually have proof, I'm actually going to go and talk about it.
Well, it's not in the transcript because it's just a jotted down note. Oh. All of this info you'd have to find in the audio file because, well, he...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, audio file. So pretty much what was happening while Brendan looks for it is that he divided Machinima community or Machinima direction into two categories. The first gen and the second gen. First gen being Halo 3 and second gen being Halo Reach, and I guess third gen is Halo 4. This is not how we look at generations, how most of the people don't look at it like that. First of all, it's done by years. There's years in which generation of Machinima gone. There's 2005 to 2007, that's first gen. That's when Machinima was relatively rare and when only select few people did it. 2004 also can be included since Red vs. Blue kind of did it, if my memory serves right, but Red vs. Blue was a special thing. So 2004, 2007, that's first gen. 2007 to 2010 or 2010 and a half or so, that's second generation of Machinima Director. That's when Halo 2 and Halo 3 sort of bumped Machinima to bigger status. That's when all great Halo 3 classics came out. And then you have the new generation, the third generation, which is 2010 and a half or 2011, all the way to 2013. That's the third generation. And then we can say that 2014 is going to be a new generation since Halo 5 is going to be released. But for now, we're on the third generation of Machinima directors, quote unquote. That's how I break it down. So we actually were right there in the second gen. So did Arbiter, and so did a lot of directors. Actually, Sam is actually kind of in the third gen since he started in Reach. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because me and Arbiter, we were kind of side by side when Machinima kind of came by. I mean, he released his films, I released Elites of War. It was all dandy. We were both doing pretty cool. I actually got the file right now, so I'm going to put it up as soon as I can. What did you call it? Wait,
these are just a big list of the claims that I got out of the audio conversation. Some of them may be a little blasphemous, and so feel free to ignore ones that you don't agree with. But this is all just stuff that I got, that I understood in my opinion. So I could have understood it wrongly, so don't kill us for that.
What did you call it? Stefan's quotes? Virus's quotes.
Yes, Virus's claims.
Claims. There we go. So pretty much this is all from the transcript. All from the transcript of, not transcript, but what Brendan took out of the vocal recording that we got from the negotiations between Machinima Union and Machinima Evolved. Pretty much you can just read through them if you want. I mean, Brendan, he's giving back to the community. Brendan, on average, how much do you think we gave to the community in dollars amount? Just say it.
Well, the dollar amount isn't the big deal. 55 plus 100 and what? 105?
That's only for this. Plus, remember we bought to another director the HD PVR and the microphone. We bought to our last partner. We bought her fraps. We did a lot of giveaways with actually what you call them, Microsoft points. So it's around like 800, 700, something around that.
And if you guys are going to challenge this, then
What are we going to do? I mean, I can make up any number, but I'm saying 800. That's how much I count in my head. That's how much my bank account suffered.
And I think Virus is, not only going to how do you say this? He's going to insult us by saying that we haven't given back to the community. He's also insulting everybody in the community
who done
has
anything.
What he doesn't understand is that the fact that you make a video means you are presenting some form of entertainment to the masses. And so that's your way of giving to the community. And so by him claiming this, he is, well, dead wrong.
Yeah, and some people like us, we actually do more materialistic stuff that we do for the community, even though we don't believe in it, and we still help people out. And what he does, he makes a website, he selects people he wants on the website. I mean, we have a quote where he pretty much states that no member of Machinima Union will ever receive help in Machinima Evolved. Brandon, can you find that quote?
Say it again.
Where he stands, I think it was one of the first quotes we got, where he stands that none of these guys will ever help from us. Don't even mention it. Don't even remember it.
Oh, yes, that was a very sad one.
Yeah, just take out the part where he actually says that, not to whom he says that, since that is actually one of the clean files we got.
Oh, yes, let me find it.
I mean, if you follow the quotes, he even brings an arbiter into this.
And while these are not quotes, they are, they're certainly helpful.
Yeah,
let's see.
What else?
Trying to find it.
He says that everybody failed to carry the torch, that he's the only person who can actually help and revive people.
I thought that was a little pretentious. But
and once again, here it is, not active first generation. We already told that. Their first generation, he wasn't even part of that.
Now, to clarify, Virus did not explicitly say that we are not part of the active first generation. You see, in his audio call,
it's not considered, I see.
Virus was listing people who were part of the first generation, and he listed 3 names and ignored us.
3 names being Arbiter, Mike, and who else?
No, he listed himself, Spearhead, and one other.
I'm curious, when did Spearhead start?
I don't know. It doesn't totally matter, though.
I'm just curious. I'm going to find out right now. Well, a little research on the run. I think Arbiter has him now.
I have no clue.
Let's go ahead.
Let me look for that quote. Da-da-ding, da-da-doon, da-da-ding, da.
So the Spearhead started in 2012. I guess this is a new channel, though. But the day the Spearhead joined Machinima, I mean, the YouTube scene was in 2012. So he's the first generation? And who else did you say was it? If you remember.
I don't know. Hold on. I have just received the picture that I needed from the anonymous quote we had gotten earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. 0FAF. Zero FAF. There are a lot of quotes we've received, and so it's hard to go through all of them.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I
Um,
mean, we can just blow it up and just put everything, but that's not the purpose of this.
yeah, it'll take a bit to actually find it. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just take your time. We're just gonna continue going down the list about what he says. Claim the union will actually do. This is more of a report on the on the union and evolved merge more than what happened to us. But we kind of want to show you guys difference in approaches he does. He also did a huge sob story that we did not quote here because it was huge. It's really hard to quote something from it, but rest assured there was a lot of crying involved in there. It was felt like was crying.
It was. It was a bit sad.
Indeed. Well, I think he was trying to get pity out of the guys, and
Yeah. All right. Well, it's still giving me a tad bit of trouble, so I'm just gonna save it as a different thing. Oh, it's in my pictures folder. Okay.
oh my.
Okay. Let me give you the file then. Picture. Do do do. You'd think it'd be easy to find what with the.
With our entire list of things that happened, but we still lose the information.
Yeah, sometimes the names of these things are difficult to mess with, so it turns problematic.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. I'll just save this as something different.
And truth be told, about the directors exposed and hackers identified, we actually were urged to release it today by a few people. We talked to a few people, and few of them said, "Do it now, end them," and we decided not to do it anyway.
Yeah. Wait, what? Something about noob. Yeah, I'm gonna replace that. Thank you.
It takes a while to find the quote.
Should I block this out?
Well, block whatever you can out.
All right,
Whatever
then.
you think you need to block out. Do it the same way as we got it from the other people. That way, this looks consistent.
Yes, because we might as well hide as much of the identities as we can beyond the one guy who we've already kind of done said. So I'll block out everyone's name except for Steven's, because nobody else needs to have their names in here. Okay, here we go. This shall be good. Now, where did it just spawn? Ah, fucker. Where did it just go? I just made it. I cropped it and it disappeared on me.
I think you met Timmy, right? The other guy who was the crop of the cream, and Timmy joined in 2010. So December 20th, 2010. So I don't know what he means first year, and he listed those people, but that's not true.
Here
First-
you go.
What'd you call it? V. Oh, okay, got it.
I'm looking at a few of the comments, and it seems like a few of them are talking about him shooting himself in the foot and backstabbing people. Is this really a surprise to you guys?
Well, to them it is, because we know, but they don't. So pretty much, here's the quote. Would you read it, please?
Okay. The quote says, okay, so this is 3/31/2014. This is what, after the event, because this is 12 a.m. Oh, maybe it was before.
Yeah, it was before. No, it was
Maybe.
before. Yeah.
Really? I see. So Stefano says, Blah and I have been talking, and we've decided to let it go and ignore him, adding fuel to the fire will only make it worse. So from here on out, we will not help blah. We will not supply them with resources or content or anything. If anyone asks you about blah or union, reply with who's that.
So in his attempt to make better legacy, he pretty much cuts out an entire community from the help that he so-called gathered on his website. Guys, if you need 3D files, we have them. If you need some lens flares, just come to me. I know how to use them too.
Or you could just, I don't know, figure them out yourself and not have to be...
You can always Google them.
Yeah, you can always Google them.
Or YouTube. How to do lens flares. How to motion track lens flares. It's easy. It's 15 minutes of work your first time, 5 minutes of work your second time, and 2 minutes of work once you get to do it all the time. 2 minutes of work.
And you also have to realize that you don't want to have your hand held, do you? The only reason I'm saying that is because virus Stefano actually does not like the term holding hands when it comes to teaching other people how to use visual effects.
I don't know about that quote. Never heard it before. Pretty much, I think we're done. This is that's what we got dragged into this because of what? Nothing.
Exactly. We were just, we have been minding our own thing for this whole time. And it seems that the biggest problem people have had would just be, I don't know, our comments towards people who criticize our videos. Of course, we'll be a little rough at times, but that's about it.
We are direct people. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're direct. This is the first time where we actually proved with quotes. Because if we would just say that, just out loud, it will be pointless.
And if you want to remember, if you're going to try to dig deep and try to find things that we've done wrong, the only thing I can think of would just be the experiment, and even then, that had its results, showing that this community could band together.
Or lynch somebody.
Yes, or lynch somebody.
That was probably one of the best quotes ever I put into that video.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beyond going through all these claims about the merge, we're not really involved in the merge thing, so...
Yeah, we're just gonna go to this slide right here.
We were just putting it up
with
because...
that for now.
Yeah. So we'll just leave it out there for a bit, huh?
Now, why we did this, Brandon? Would you like to just say it? Because I know we kind of have a little bit different opinion on it, but go for it.
I feel that the purpose of this live stream, if all of you guys are wondering, it was not to call out anybody who hacked yet. It's, I feel that it was just our way of saying, guys, we're being wrongfully attacked, and people are talking about us behind our backs, and
it's not new to us. It's not new to us. It's just that this was done out of context, out of place, out of fear of something. Now, if you ask us, what is he afraid of? Indeed. And there's only one thing that he be afraid of. He's pretty much guilting himself up. He's putting himself as a prime suspect.
It's just... I'd rather not have us have to do this sort of thing. But
ever again?
Yeah, just... Come on, guys. If you're going to idolize somebody with quote-unquote a lot of subscribers like Virus, at least know that you should not pick up a few of his habits.
And the reason why is because on his video he says one thing, but during the quotes he's a completely different person.
Yes.
That's why he's a two-faced individual. And
some of you might not have even known him until now, and if that's the case, then you guys
we ask you one thing, as a respect to us, don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
The whole reason why we brought this up is so not to badger him or put him in a spotlight, even though it might have looked like it, but it's because Machinima Union staff was told lies, falsified information about our doings. This is for the Machinima Union staff, our way of telling them, do not trust this individual. Do not believe what he says. And I'm so glad they did not merge with him. I'm so glad.
Oh, I don't know if I should do it, but I literally just got a message from Stefan.
Yeah.
On Skype.
Go ahead. What does he want?
I'm afraid to click it because it's probably going to be a rather long, lengthy paragraph hating me.
Go for it. Just say it.
Ah, damn it. Okay, here we go. Guys, before I die from this big, thing, I love you all.
In the meantime, while we're doing that, please enjoy some Spartan.
Oh, wait. This is just a YouTube video link.
Oh my! Give it to me as well. We're very well. This is happening live, so we might even post you the link on the comments.
Oh, well, I mean, it seems Virus is nice and apathetic about it. Meaning, Virus doesn't care about the fact that we are, just saying, hey, we don't feel like being attacked. So he's saying he doesn't care that we don't like being attacked?
Well, just give me the link. I'm curious.
All right, sure. I'll also post it in the comment section for anybody who wants to watch it. But, here you go, guys. He's being nice about it, at least. I mean, remove any web addresses. Okay, we'll take out the space in there and son of a gun.
Oh yeah, it was pretty much a copywritten material that he posted to post his opinion on the meh. Pretty much it was Simpsons. He did not want to do it himself because who have time for that? But it was Simpsons saying meh.
Yeah.
Oh, J80, it's not worth it. It's just meh.
Yeah, it's just meh.
I mean, to him it's meh, but you guys, you judge. You're the ones who we care for you to notice this, not him. This is not done for him. This is done for us. And mostly for the Machinima Union staff. Because I just don't understand. Why would you do this to anybody?
Hold on, I'll just describe what the video is in the comments.
What? It's Bart Simpson and the other girl. What's her name? Saying meh. So, sorry guys, there's no exciting video for you guys to watch. He's scared of me. He never even messages me. He's just scared.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your hero. If he doesn't care that we are, annoyed, then alright. I mean, we're not too bothered. If he doesn't want to, own up for any rudeness that he's done,
whatever.
then
this is not what we tried to do.
Yeah, we're just here to report on the fact that, hey, we're being unfairly attacked, and
for no reason on a completely separate subject.
Yes, and to clarify, this was a thing about, Machinima Union and Machinima Evolved merging, and as they were talking, they got off on a tangent about bad members of the society, and they decided to bring us up.
Again, it's a chronic disease with Virus. If he doesn't like somebody, he'll take any opportunity to hinder their reputation in whatever way he can.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are all satisfied with the, with the lovely evidence we've put out. Yeah. If not, I'm sure we can give you plenty more in a later video.
Yeah.
But it may not even be important at this point.
Yeah, but to sort of bring some news into it again, Virus has released a video stating he's going to be leaving soon, and he's going to be passing on the reins to somebody. We don't know who yet. Well, actually, we kind of do a little bit. We suspect, but he's going to be traveling in South America if he quits this time. We're not sure about that. I don't think he has enough money to travel to South America. I think he's just going to go lie low like he usually does, and then come up with a bigger film. He'd done it before just to get attention for himself. As I said, this is very good ploy. For somebody who says that we like attention, he kinda always does that stuff for attention. In other news, Lambda Machinima has his entire hard drive files corrupted. He does not have a lot of files left for his machinimas. I think there's 3 films he talked about that he can't do right now because of that. I'm pretty sure he will try to fix it. Hopefully he does. Nobody likes losing all their stuff. We actually had the same problem recently, but we actually fixed it because I spent 10 minutes on YouTube to find out how to fix it. And
you're cutting out pretty badly.
I am?
Yeah.
I'm back?
A little bit.
I'm back now?
Oh, disappeared.
All the way?
Yeah. I can hear.
Am I back now?
Yes, now.
Oh well, I was showing guys the game. By the way, that's Spartan Assault. If you want it, it's on Steam, $5.
Okay,
Um,
continue.
yeah. Hopefully he gets it back. Hopefully, I crossing my fingers.
He disappeared again.
Am I back now?
Yes.
I think the Spartan Assault really drowns my voice. I mean, we're gonna go let you guys watch Spartan Assault and wait for questions. If there won't be any questions, we're gonna end it.
Yeah. All it means is that we go to bed. No, at least I do.
Well, yeah.
College to go to.
Let's just let them watch, and then we're gonna do some final wars and end this.
Okay. So, bada bing, bada boom. The game is so fast paced. I doubt you could do that in the real Halo games. Oh, good, Mikey. You ran over a few of them. Shoot the green ones. Oh, those are humans. Never mind. Shoot them anyway.
You see that tank?
Oh, not yet. I was checking the comments. Oh, this is a fairly active chat box. Oh, those are grizzlies. Grizzly tanks. Grizzly tanks. Oh, Mikey, they should have put those in the other Halo games. Do you see how many treads those grizzly tanks have? They have treads underneath the body. Oh, God, that makes me want to play Transformers again.
By the way, you could watch this in 1080p if you would like.
Yeah, because Mikey got the supers emails internets. Oh dear, let me check my email, because I got a private message from somebody on the abridged forums.
Oh, you got it on the bridge series?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me check. It might have just been from Valak, since he's on the website too. Yeah, Adrian, he posted his demo reel up there, and I was like, sweet! Come on, let me into the website. Thank you. Demo reel. Oh, I remember this fellow. Hey, I remember this fellow. He's a cool guy. Okay.
And that's it. No more. Alright, so Brendan, want to finish it up?
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty good time. Thank you guys for watching us.
Before we kind of say goodbyes, let's just do the first things first. The thing about the identities of the hackers, if you could call them that, okay. Once again, if we kind of get a whiff that abuse is gonna be coming back to Machinima Union from the responsible party, we're probably gonna be releasing our full story from start to finish, who's involved and how it happened. So I suggest you guys sort of think about that if you're watching, those who are responsible. And those who are curious, we're not gonna tell you who they are. unless that event actually happens. As to the director exposed bit, Brendan, do the final words, man. Do it.
Huh?
Well, for the director exposed, just say your final opinion on the matter, and that's it.
Well, now that it's resolved, I feel a bit better about it.
Again, if there would not be any reason for us to get involved in this, we wouldn't. And we stayed out of it. We only asked Machinima Union for interviews. Unfortunately, Virus had to butt his way in and involve us in this shindig. So we're probably going to be talking to other Machinima directors about this in some way or form to see what their opinion on it is. I actually wanted few of big directors to be here to kind of pitch in.
A few other directors. You want us to get a few other people in here sometime?
No, because next M&B show we're gonna have an anniversary M&B show of a sort, and we're gonna have try to get some special guests for that. But hopefully, guys, you enjoyed it because we mostly did it for you. I mean, this is entertainment in its finest, and I hope nothing bad happens to Virus.
Yeah, I mean, he said mess, so I mean, he's not worried, so I guess we shouldn't be too worried either.
Yeah, so just to put this last two quotes up, the quotes about the Machinery Union hack. The quote on the right: if something like this happens to us, you will know who's responsible for this. And if this happens, we will release the findings. We will. Because there's no reason to drag us into this. It's between them. So anyways, thanks. I'm sorry we had to do this, but I had fun.
Yeah, wait, why does he sound like Mr. Rogers' son? Are you talking about me?
Do you sound like Mr. Rogers had a son?
I don't know. You talking about me?
Are you talking about me?
By
Are you
the
talking
way,
about me?
Mikey, if we ever do next live stream, look for a fellow named Flaming Waffle.
Mm-hmm.
He is an awesome guy.
Oh, let's give shoutouts then. Solar Flares, Flaming Waffle, J80.
J80, gotta love J80. But where is Solar Flare?
Also, not Dramaturi, the British guy.
Dramaturi?
No, the British guy. Animalius.
Isn't that Machine?
Is it?
Maybe, I don't know.
I forgot. Anyway, we're done. Peace out.
All right. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching, and sorry you had to watch us sort of
Rip asshole apart.
slap down some things that were put against us for no good reason beyond, hey, we're going to make an example of trigrams because they did something in the past that they've already apologized for and moved on from.
Well, apologized for? I don't think we apologized for it.
Well, I mean, we certainly didn't go ha 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 for hours on end.
Oh, and by the way, in one of the quotes, he said that we waited 2 whole days until we released that it was fake. It was 2 hours. Because after 2 hours, this three of us, it was me, Zach, and you. 3 of us decided to do this. And 2 hours after, when we got like 1,000 views on it, we decided to scrap it. It was not 2 days, so we lost only 8 subscribers, and we got 6 of them back the same day. So talking about that, man. All right, that's it, guys. We're done now. Peace.
All right, goodbye, buddies.